We're just making our way out of COVID, being allowed to travel, but very restricted. We're off to a TUI villa in Pomos in Cyprus. Pomos is very, very close to the United Nations buffer zone. We got off to an absolute blinding start. Landed at the airport, went to get our hire car, only to find out that TUI had put Sue down as the main driver of the car, not myself. After a little bit of chatting with the people at the rental place, they'd actually agree that it was a TUI cock up, changed it, and give us a little bit of an upgrade on the vehicle. There was no welcome pack available to us. We found a little bar called Canali, and we thought, yeah, this will do. We'll get something to eat here. Oh my God, the stifado! It was minging. It was just gravy. It wasn't a stifado. Luckily for me, I ordered omelette, but at least Sue got to eat the salad. So the villa itself, that was pretty nice. Um, the outdoor, the pool, absolutely fantastic. No problem with the size of the place. Um, Cookie didn't work properly, but that was something we'd have to get used to. One thing I can say about this is we had the maintenance guy out nearly every single day. The lights in the garden didn't work properly. Me being a bit of a sparky, I went and had a look and found out half the wires weren't even waterproofed. Sue cut her foot walking up a little wooden platform that went into the kitchen, and half the time the hot tub tripped out, and so did the guys next door. Views around that coastline, they were really, really nice. You could sit there, just relax, chill out, and that was part of what the holiday was about. Plenty of local wildlife to have a look at too. We found a little supermarket, and that was us. We were happy. We got our beer, we got our food. We were doing not a lot for the rest of the week. One for sitting round a pool all day long, it bores the pants off me. So while we was out driving, we came across this nature reserve. Me being the sort of person I am, we thought, I've got to go up there. My God, what a climb up. Um, the steps were just mad. I nearly give up halfway up. But when you do get up to the top, it's all nice and flat for you. And then I saw a sign that went, 8 kilometers. I thought, oh my God, I hope that's not another eight all the way back. It's actually a 12-kilometer circle, but well worth that if you fancy a couple of hours doing nothing. If you've never driven around Cyprus before, please do. It's an absolute piece of cake. They drive on the same side of the road as we do in the UK. So easy to get around. We went down to Lachi. What an absolute gorgeous place. The views as you're approaching the centre, just just stunning. If we ever come back to Cyprus again, which I'm pretty sure we will stay somewhere closer to Lachi. Now, the next stop, Paphos town. Bear in mind this was COVID and not as busy as usual. But what I can say, the walk down the harbour, absolutely gorgeous. Go for a trip up the top of that castle. The views from there are stunning. And you've got to stop off at a little cafe, especially if it's got your own name on it, to pick yourself out for a little bit. Well, the next stop was a trip across the island to the Bath of Aphrodite. And you climb up the mountain, the views are stunning, but when you get there, it's just a hole in a rock. We called it Aphrodite's puddle. But when you are on the way up, just have a look in the trees. You might find something a little bit weird. Yep, goats. If any of you guys have actually seen the YouTube clip of the little Australian guy, you'll probably say just about the same thing as well. Quickly summarize the trip. Even though we had a few technical issues, you could say at the airport with the car, certainly with the villa, the whole trip itself, considering we were just coming out of 12 months worth of what you could call hell with COVID, it was well worth it. We chilled out a little bit. That's what it was intended to do. Cyprus is beautiful, but if we're going to stay again, would I stay in a TUI villa? Possibly just not this one. And it's our own fault because we booked it far out the way of civilization and should have known that pretty much everything in that little area was closed. But overall, yeah, really, really enjoyed that one.